I want to welcome you back to Black Science. Tonight we're going to talk about President Trump sending in federal agents to Chicago. First, I'd like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button. President Trump, you knew eventually we're going to send federal agents into Chicago after 15 people shot at a funeral and numerous children killed in Chicago by gunfire. Mayor Lightfoot and President Trump spoke last night. They had, I guess, a good discussion. She said he got the message. But President Trump is not playing around. And people should expect when the federal agents come into town, they're not coming to town to play around with the gangs, with the people in the community who's committing the violence. It's going to be a tough time in Chicago, Illinois. This is why we must take control of our communities. Yes, we play the police and we pay them a lot of money to patrol our streets. But we know who these criminals are in our neighborhoods, but we refuse to snitch. You know, any other neighborhood across this nation, if it was the Arab neighborhood, if it was the Asian neighborhood, the Jewish neighborhood, if someone was committing crimes, they call the police. But we sit back and we don't call the police. So we got these criminals roaming the neighborhood like mini terrorists where people can't even come outside. You come home from work, you lock your door, and you sit in front of your TV. You can't even let your kids go outside and play. How many kids you heard were outside playing and got shot by a stray bullet in Chicago? We say that we want the police to fund it. We want money put into different programs. But we must take control of our own children. These children are being raised in our neighborhoods by women. And that's another thing we must understand. We must put the family back together in our neighborhoods. We got 75% of women having babies are single mothers. That just not work in a regular society. And it's biblical. God tells you must be a father and a mother in a home to raise the children. Our children have become so astray. It was a case in Chicago where two kids asked a young man, I wish I had that height. I would play basketball. Do you know this Negro killed both of the kids? This is how bad it is in that city. When you hear people saying this is a war zone, when you hear about 65, 70 people being shot over the weekend, some cities across America don't have that many in 2 or 3 months. Nonetheless, a weekend, and the crime has skyrocketed ever since the death of George Floyd. This is something I can't understand. This is supposed to be a time of enlightenment for the black community. But the crime has gotten worse. In New York City, Chicago, Oakland, Kansas City, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Atlanta. So when the criminals find out that the police are pulling back, they fill a void. And if you notice, you remember when Freddie Gray got killed in Baltimore? And everything went down with the police department, and we know Baltimore Police Department is corrupt. The Baltimore Police Department pulled back, and you seen an explosion of crime in the city of Baltimore that they haven't been able to control since the death of Freddie Gray. So it's incumbent on us to stop the crime. If we're going to complain about the police and police brutality, if we stop the crime, That means less contact with the police. We know there's white supremacists on the police department all over the country. We already know that. But if we curtail the crime in our community, we don't have to worry about us calling the police to our house or us having interactions with the police because of violent crime. We know they could stop us for any reason, driving while black. But the less you come in contact with a police officer, the less chance you have of being killed. Mayor Lightfoot and all these Democrat mayors across the country have to develop a plan to stop the violence in the black community. And I'm truly starting to get angry. I haven't heard a damn thing from Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, James Clyburn, the CBC. You talking about a COVID-19 pandemic. We got a murder damn pandemic. We got a crime pandemic going on in our community. And people are terrorized. And where has been the plan from the Democrat Party over the past 60 years when we've been giving them 90% of our vote? They're in control of every major city. They run the mayoral office, the police department, the common council, and we still haven't gotten the results when it comes to stopping crime in the black community. They haven't developed a single program that they can definitely say we are stopping crime, that we can lower crime in these communities. Is it a jobs program? Is it standing on every corner? Is the police walking, patrol walking? Is that it? I don't know. But damn it, it's gotta be something that's working. Because our kids is out of control. We know there's white supremacists taking shots at us in the inner city. We know that. But we also know that we have these many terrorists running around every night, shooting up the hood. They're somebody's kids. They go home every night and lay their head down in somebody's house. And nobody is turning these people in. And I hate to say it, COVID-19, a lot of people have been released from prison too, if you know that. And the crime has spiked. The hood is dangerous as hell. The uptick in crime is scaring everybody. And that's why you even hear some residents of Chicago saying, bring in any damn body. It's plenty of people who don't want to see any help. They need help. You just can't let this go on and on and on. Let me tell you something. Margaret Singer would be happy at the way we're killing each other on the street. The white supremacist is happy the way we are killing each other on the streets. This is hard to watch every day. And it seems like no end. And if President Trump puts the federal agents in there or troops, when Joe Biden becomes president, he can reverse all that. And as it went on during the Obama administration, the killing keeps going on and on. I'll also say this, if it was Jewish kids getting killed, even one kid, you would see the world stop. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and share this video.